I don't care which university you're from.
That's good.
That is absolutely not a priority for us.
That's good.
We have never prioritized people coming from NLUs or this, and we tell once you start litigating, you're all on the same platform.
Nice.
So it's not that we give privileges to NLUs or boys or something, nothing, but how you approach a person.
Hello everybody, welcome back to FG Law Kit. Today we have Advocate Prachi Pratap with us. Ma'am, thank you so much. Actually, ma'am, इसके start होते मैं आपको बता दूं कि litigation में really it's very less to see कि लोग इतने sweet भी होते हैं कि so warm कि you've been very warm कि हमें बुलाना है यहाँ पे and everything. Thank you so much for your time. अच्छा, मैम अब सबसे पहले तो जब मैंने आपका प्रोफाइल देखा था तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन जो आता है कि हम लोग के मन में रहता है कि इंटरनेशनल लॉ प्रैक्टिस कैसे करें, राइट? सिंस आप जैसे आप हैंडल करते हैं एनआरआई केसेस यूएसए में और यूरोप में, तो हाउ डज वन एक्चुअली डेवलप एन इंटरनेशनल प्रैक्टिस?
See, for me, developing an international practice happened, it was just an opportunity I saw because I kept coming across cases that linked the two. कि मेरे जानने में लोग थे जिनको वहाँ पे दिक्कत थी, मोस्टली होते थे डिवोर्स केसेस, प्रॉपर्टी केसेस, प्रोबेट केसेस एंड डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस केसेस वगैरह, एंड इंडिया में भी थे जिनके यूएस में केसेस चल रहे थे. एंड सिंस आई हैड नेटवर्क इन बोथ द प्लेसेस आई रियलाइज्ड दैट देयर इज अ गैप दैट हैज टू बी फिल्ड. And when I shared my information on that, then I started getting more clients who had similar issues, who wanted to know कि कौन सा jurisdiction लगेगा, कौन सा केस कैसे हैंडल होगा. So that is how slowly the network started to develop.
Okay, that's nice. Right. तो आप केवल भारत में ही प्रैक्टिस करते हो या बाहर भी अपीयर करते हो इंटरनेशनल कोर्ट्स में भी?
I do have the option of appearing pro hoc vise, which is the option when say you are not registered in a jurisdiction. Say for US you need to clear bar of certain states, because clearing one bar is not valid in all the states.
Okay.
So if I don't have I haven't cleared the bar of a state, what I do is I can appear pro hoc vise, but that needs sponsorship by local bar association, and that also needs a registration and a permit. So that is slightly complicated. So if it is like an absolute emergency, yes, I can do that. Otherwise, we have tie-up with lawyers who appear, and I appear along with them on a virtual conference.
Okay, right. Okay. So can you repeat it? Pro hoc
vise.
Vise.
Yes.
So what does that mean?
So this is just a Latin term for somebody who is not part of the jurisdiction, but they're appearing.
Okay, that's new for me. Thank you. अच्छा, तो मैम अगर आपने जैसे दोनों जुडिशियल सेटअप्स देखे हैं, यहाँ पे भी देखा है, वहाँ पे भी देखा है, तो कुछ आपको फर्क लगा कि जस्टिस डिस्पोजल सिस्टम में?
See, I feel इंडिया में it is of course overburdened. There's so much litigation, and लगता है कि हमारे, with all due respect to judges everywhere, but our judges work very hard. And बहुत बुरा लगता है जब lawyers जाते हैं adjournment मांगने कि जज भी पढ़ के आए हैं पूरी फाइल. So that is there. US में again, courts start early in the morning, 8 o'clock, the judge is there. And they're also working hard. It's not that they are not working hard. The one big difference is, of course, it is more politicized in certain senses because some of the judges are elected, unlike in India. So that difference is there. However, I feel judges here or there, they are equally focused on justice, and I have seen them being compassionate to a petitioner or a litigant. They give opportunities here and there, both the places. So मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता है that I'm seeing this judge और ये relief नहीं देगा कि ये बहुत ही different है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. I feel they all work with the rule of law को follow हो रहा है बस.
अच्छा मैम, जैसे जस्ट अ डाउट, जो आपके फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन अगर इफ आई कैन आस्क, कि जैसे आपने बोला ये डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का जो है, तो वायलेंस दैट टेक्स प्लेस इन इंडिया होता है कि इंटरनेशनली होता है?
See, that is another thing that I recently discovered in my trip last month to US. There's an increase in number of domestic violence cases in US. A lot of them are filed by migrants.
Okay.
Because they get a visa to stay if they file a domestic violence on their spouse or spouse related. I came across a case recently of an NRI. His father was visiting him for the first time in US.
Okay.
And his wife had filed domestic violence against the father-in-law.
Okay.
And they gave a very huge amount for bail. He came back, the father came back, but it was a very harrowing experience. And when the client discussed it with me further. I said, look, it is just because your wife wants a visa to stay, an independent visa. She wants to be able to stay. So she's doing, it's an immigration practice. It's terrible it is happening, but it is happening.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that can also be, you know, we should know about this thing because we did not know.
And I'm often thinking of so many seniors who are traveling to US, you know, to visit their sons or daughters, and they might be facing it. It's not just that Indians are doing it; other immigrants are also doing it, and 50% of the time the cases are genuine, but you don't know if other 50% are genuine or not.
Okay, so वो आपसे आकर के यहाँ पर मिले. Okay.
तो नहीं, उन्होंने मुझे वहाँ पे contact किया because we handle cases in US jurisdictions.
ठीक है.
So we help them with the bail.
Okay, so you have tie up with people over there.
I have tie up with law firms over there who handle all kinds of criminal defense, matrimonial, civil, property, all of it.
तो मैम ये सोशल मीडिया पे जैसे you keep giving legal advices और काफी आप एक्टिव हैं, जैसे आप TEDx स्पीकर भी हैं, तो आपको लगता है कि ये एक्चुअली हेल्प करता है क्लाइंट बेस डेवलप करने में या फिर एक्चुअली इंटरनेशनल टाई अप्स करने में और रीच अपना बढ़ाने में?
See, social media, I have honestly not received Instagram या किसी के through clients.
Okay.
Because I feel the serious client is never going to go through you through Instagram. They need more word of mouth and reference. However, I have always maintained that social media I'm only using for legal awareness because I have come across cases where I felt that if a person knew their rights, they would have done better instead of going through the maze. And that really makes me sad that people see the legal system as a labyrinth. And I always emphasize on that. It isn't. It's very simple. I feel it should be mandatory. Some of the legal awareness should be mandatory in school.
Absolutely.
Because what they teach in civics is not enough.
That's the same thing was taught to me. The same thing has been taught 10 years later.
You don't know how to use your rights. What is the way around it? Basics should be taught in school.
Absolutely. अच्छा मैम, जैसे अभी आप मुझे बता रहे थे before the camera started shooting कि litigation is very demanding.
Right.
तो being a woman, आपको क्या लगता है कि मतलब you know जब भी menstrual period, that period of ours, या फिर maternity time होता है, या फिर working hours जो होते हैं, as a woman आपको लगता है कि difficult रहा है आपको अपने को establish करना?
It is difficult. I absolutely agree. However, by grace of God, I've got my whole family into it. Like my sister is a lawyer, my brother is a lawyer.
That's nice.
I have that support I have. However, yes, there are times that I cut short my work time, because I have to look after my daughter and I don't want her to suffer. Menstrual period, definitely, I feel that is one big issue with women. Because we don't have the facilities we need. And of course, women should rest at that time. I think there should be something done about it. Maybe, I don't know, some legal changes need to be there for that. Secondly, it always comes to me that one of the former Chief Justices has said that a lot of women who are given the opportunity to become judge, they pass it because at that time their child is, say, in high school or 12th grade and they want to focus on the child at that time. And I never used to understand it until my own daughter is in that age and I realize there are things I'm willing to give up because I don't want to bungle raising her.
That's true.
So I feel it is difficult for women, but I feel the biggest support that women can get in the profession are from women who are willing to help.
That's nice.
So, I mean, of course, I have my sister. So, if I'm traveling or I'm stuck or something, I know she's there. And she knows I'm here for her. However, I feel the women should also build a community which support each other. Because women will find better mentors under women who will understand the problems they face and they don't want the women to face that same problem.
That's nice.
Because, say, another thing that I would like to point is clients don't want to pay you.
Exactly. मेरे को somebody actually बहुत senior madam थे, मैं आपसे पूछने ही वाली थी, उन्होंने बोला that clients wouldn't come to you firstly and then they'll bargain with you. कि क्योंकि लड़की है तो but they won't do that with the man कि नहीं, they'll have this faith कि वो ठीक है,
but अगर लड़की को दे रहे हैं तो because my time is not free. I'm sorry. I have also studied. I have also earned where I'm standing today. So one should, I feel, you have to start valuing yourself in order for another person to value you. Otherwise, people are going to take you for granted and you don't want that happening. It's our own self-respect which is going to make others respect us.
Nice. Ma'am, फिर आगे if I can ask you कि a lot of people do not have an access to such good offices जैसे आपका law office है कि एक internship के लिए, तो जब आप internship दे रहे होते हैं तो क्या आप देखते हैं कि you know would you see in a child that what all they should have in their CV, या फिर उनको क्या डेवलप करना चाहिए over 3 or 5 years so that उनको एक good internship या placement मिले? आप क्या देखते हो?
Honestly, I always look at how a person approaches me, how they address. Some people are just blunt. Can I do internship at your place? I'm sorry, it has to be a little formal.
Yeah.
Right. I don't care which university you're from.
That's great.
That is absolutely not a priority for us.
That's great.
We have never prioritized people coming from NLUs or this, and we tell once you start litigating, you're all on the same platform.
Nice.
So it's not that we give privileges to NLUs or boys or something, nothing, but how you approach a person. If you're going to send me a little request on my Instagram, hi, can I do internship under you? I'm sorry, I'm not going to like it. But if you formally send me an email or LinkedIn, definitely. And if I don't have an opening, I would say suggest you to send simultaneously to 10 other law offices.
Nice.
Right. Because you have to do that work beforehand. You cannot do that internship is due in December, so you apply in November. You gotta make sure you're doing it at least 3-4 months in advance. So there are some people who also do 6 months in advance.
Nice. Okay.
Right.
So अगर मैम आपको किसी ने इंटर्नशिप के लिए अप्रोच करना है थ्रू आवर पॉडकास्ट तो आप अपना ईमेल आईडी दे दीजिए.
Sure, yes, you share my email ID prachipratap@gmail.com and yeah, they can email
Thank you
me.
so much, ma'am. So अब मतलब anybody can approach you or they can अच्छा मैम one more thing, आप virtual internships देते हैं?
Yes, we do virtual internship. It will not cover everything that you're learning as in a physical internship, but of course it is not possible for everybody to come to Delhi and do internship.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, through virtual also I feel they learn a lot.
Yeah. और टाइम मैम एक्चुअली अटेंडेंस इश्यूज भी होते हैं एंड पीपल वांट टू लर्न दे डू नॉट गेट एज मच ऑफ एंड नॉट एवरीबडी इज फ्रॉम tier 1 cities or tier 1 colleges and I'm really grateful कि आपने ये चीज बोली कि सिर्फ जरूरी नहीं है कि एक पर्टिकुलर सेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स ही कर पाए क्योंकि अगर 1 लाख बच्चा लॉ कर रहा है हर साल
I know.
So everybody needs to get those opportunities if they want to work towards it.
It should be open to all, right?
So one can actually approach you and अगर ढंग से approach मैम को कीजिएगा. Don't just be blunt.
I feel like this is something we all discuss that even if I'm going to introduce myself or when you mailed me, there should be a basic politeness that should reflect.
Absolutely.
Because whoever's talking to me you're not my friend. I might not know you, and if it's not addressed properly, I might not even open it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that is not just the case with me, that is the case with a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true. तो that'll be great. आपका email ID हम description में डाल देंगे और जो भी properly well drafted manner में मैम को भेज दीजिएगा और मैम को टाइम होगा तो मैम रख लेंगे आपको. So thank you so much, ma'am. Once again for your time, for your love, and for such a warm welcome of ours. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.